Alright, it's August 26, 2015. It's 3:30 a.m. I'm observing the movement of the moon hologram to see if there are any irregular motions or movements in the orbital path. Okay, you can see when you get close to it that it jumps around a whole lot and it moves in reverse. This is due to the tremendous amount of activity of orbs which comprise the hologram itself. This is an orb cluster nucleus. It's not solid ground or anything like that. Basically, it's just living organisms in a cluster. Last night I tried to get a video, and unfortunately clouds for some reason came right in and covered up this huge orb that I was just about to get a clear shot of. I got part of it, but the other part got covered up by clouds. So the video is very short, but I'm gonna cut out the piece that I got and maybe put it with this one, because that was a huge orb, at least 1,000 miles, and it was a single orb. It's one of the larger ones I've seen in a while. Not the largest, but one of the largest ones. Okay, the moon's low. The moon hologram is low on the horizon right now. I only got a few minutes before it goes below the tree line. But as you can see, it's really jumping around. The camera is on a stand, it's not moving. And any kind of motion or movement right now is going to be the hologram itself. I'm just gonna go closer, try and see what this is. Okay, I'm holding the camera as steady as I can, just to see these orbs. You can see that the whole thing is made of orbs, and they're all moving counterclockwise. Everything is in motion. It's a real strange shape for the moon hologram tonight. Okay. It's not a full moon, but it looks more like an egg. Anyway, it looks really different. Those are large orbs right there. Okay, so this is the moon hologram making all the shaking. You can see that there's a lot of very hot spots all over. These are highly active clusters already putting out a lot of energy. The entire orb cluster nucleus provides energy for a larger dark energy cluster, which is the supporting cluster for this entire orb cluster nucleus and moon hologram. The way it does that is it provides orbs to go into the nucleus and help create energy for not just the nucleus and each orb in the nucleus, but also for the entire cluster behind it that the nucleus is part of. Okay, so this thing is already going into the trees. I only got a few seconds left. Okay, so what I'm going to do is back up. Just give it one more shot at seeing how it's going to go. If it's going to go in reverse or not. It came out too late. This is me moving it up. Okay. Okay, I'm not touching the camera right now. Whatever happens, any kind of motion is going to be the hologram doing it. Okay, I have to move it up. Okay, it's me moving it around. Try and get a few more. Okay, it's gone into the trees. That's it. The shape of the moon is different tonight, and it's looking a lot larger than normal. Yeah, I'm like moving way back, but the shape looks very different than usual, and looks more like an egg. And it looks like a third larger than what it normally would look like. But it's the shape that's really really different. And there's the shape. So this is the 26th of August, and it's around 4 a.m. Closer. See which way it's moving. Okay, I'm going to back it up. Yeah, when you come closer, you can see the whole thing jerking, moving in reverse, jumping forward and up and down and all kinds of things like that. You can see it moving in reverse right there, and then jerking forward real fast. The entire movement is very irregular. There's a big active cluster nucleus right there, the yellow part right there. The whole thing is very active, but some parts are more active than others. You can see all the orbs that compose the hologram itself. Okay, I got a hands-on camera, so it's understand any kind of movement is being made by the moon hologram itself. There's a big orb that just shot by. I was too close to get a good look at it. Sometimes you have to take, you know, a more distant type image. Because if you're too close, these are big orbs and they just, you can't see the way they look from too close. You have to back up. There's a big orb right there. 2 of them. 3 actually. They're right on the edge. I'm just gonna back off and let it go. And see how it moves backwards? That's not normal. No object that's a physical object can do that. And this is an intelligent entity, the entire cluster, and it's composed of intelligent entities, and therefore it's regulating its orbital path, its velocity, and its overall movement, and it's even regulating its shape and color, and the hologram that it's creating for us to appear to be a solid object, where in reality it's a living organism composed of many clusters of living organisms. The entire thing is like just a huge cluster made up of many other very large clusters, and then smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller clusters. So the whole thing is just one big cluster made up of many other clusters. You could see the activity of the orbs, especially like when I come in close like that it suggests so many organisms. You couldn't possibly count them all. And the thing is, all around there, all around that hologram, are more orbs. The entire universe is made up like that. Not just the orb cluster that makes up the moon. So the counterclockwise revolutions around each cluster's nucleus that makes up the hologram are at a very high velocity. And the higher the velocity, the greater the glow of the moon hologram. Okay, it's not a sunshine reflection. It's really the energy and the heat produced by the revolutions and the counterclockwise spin of the orbs and their axes that creates electromagnetic energy and charge, and creates a lot of heat, and that's what gives the hologram its glow. It works on the same principle as any other star, and this is probably going to become a star because the whole thing is acting in all kinds of ways, pretty much like a star would. And all the evidence points to the fact that this will be a star one day. No one knows when, but what happens is that once the process is started, it moves forward at an exponential rate, and then it happens very fast. It takes a while to get started, but once it's started, then it's on its way, and moves fast moves forward very fast. It's gone in the trees, and that's gonna be it, I think, for tonight. There's nothing else I can show. Okay, all I can show now is that there is dark matter all around it. And this is it. Okay. It all depends on the angle. See, sometimes you see them good, but you gotta get the right angle, which is not that easy to do. Okay, I think you can see it well right there. Excuse me. The same thing is happening on any star, and it's happening on the moon hologram or cluster nucleus. And this is dark matter, and just the interaction of dark matter creates dark energy. Now we can detect that there is dark energy, but we haven't been able to see what's creating it. Well, it's just more of these orb organisms that appear to be all the same to us. But in reality, there's a lot of different types, and they're not all the same. So they do pretty much the same thing, which is provide power for the dark matter larger clusters, which are all interconnected, and they make up the universe, most of it. And the other part is the matter we can see and the light we can see, that we do experience ourselves, which is about 10 to 15% of the visible universe. But most of the universe, and that's in a multidimensional sense, is just like that. You're looking at what it's like. And this is the kind of dark matter that creates the dark energy. And dark energy can be measured as electromagnetic energy, and that comes in many forms. It can come in form of radiation, microwaves, whole bunch of different types of electromagnetic energy, including electricity. So to end the universe is full of these organisms, and it's not a void. These are all living, intelligent, highly intelligent organisms, and the entire universe, this is what makes it up, these organisms. These organisms can control energy, and they can control it to the point where they can change it into matter or other forms of energy other than electromagnetism, and they can do a lot with it. They can also change themselves by changing their shape, their form, their color, their size, because they cluster into either small, minute, super minute, subatomic minute organisms, which are still clusters, or they can be gigantic, larger than the largest stars and as large as galaxies. And when they are all interconnected, they create the universe itself. Okay, so the moon hologram has gone below the tree line, and that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. It's Monday the 24th of August. It's 10 p.m. You're watching the irregular movement and motions of the moon hologram and one cluster nucleus. Camera is firmly on the stand. I'm only at about 100 some X, 120 maybe. Okay, I see a lot of movement backward, going in reverse, and I see a big orb right on top, on the left side of the hologram, an orb cluster nucleus. It's Monday, 24th of August, 2015. It's 10:05 p.m. and I'm observing the irregular movements and motion of the moon orb cluster nucleus and hologram. I see a very large orb on the top left side. That's the east side to me of the orb cluster nucleus. Hologram. It's right close to the top. It's more than one. There are clouds coming in, so I'm going to just check that out for a minute. Okay, these are clouds obscuring the view, but that is a huge object. Okay, it's one, maybe two. I'll have to wait for the clearing to come. It's going to come in a few seconds. I'm holding the camera now. Okay, that's a real dark cloud. I just covered it up. There's a lot of clouds coming in. I have to see what that is. Alright, that's a huge orb. It's just one. That's a huge orb, and it's only one orb. Okay. Yeah, you can see how big it is. Okay, that's huge. Too bad it's so cloudy tonight, but boy, that's a huge orb right there, and it's only one. Okay, sooner or later there's going to be a clearing and I'll get a good shot. Okay, that is my chance.